surprised at all. It's who he is. It's who he is. I've always thought that he's a horrible person, and this is every bit of proof.
To help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that.
Floyd Mayweather is bankrupt. At least that's what Logan Paul thinks. Logan hopped on the Walkway to Fight Club show, and when he was asked about being paid, he was nothing short of honest.
It's unfortunate because, you know, same Floyd Money Mayweather. Surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that didn't happen, so I'm sure it'll come eventually.
In a stunning twist, Floyd Mayweather was reportedly seen getting emotional during a live broadcast after longtime associate Leonard Ellerbe allegedly released documents claiming the undefeated champion is now dealing with serious financial trouble and possible bankruptcy.
And the business model that he put out there, it doesn't necessarily work for everyone. Okay. But it's a business model, and these fighters aspire to be great, but they also aspire for shit money.
The emotional scene caught fans off guard because Floyd Mayweather has always built his identity around extreme wealth, luxury, and financial power. The idea that leaked documents could challenge that image shook many supporters. If the claims hold any truth, it could completely shift how the public views the former champion and spark serious debate about what it truly costs to maintain a lifestyle built on non-stop extravagance.
And confusion is Tank a Mayweather Promotions fighter still? Is he not? What is his kind of still his involvement with Mayweather Promotions, or is it just all still PBC, Al Heyman?
Yeah, Tank is not signed to Mayweather Promotions.
Okay, gotcha.
He's not signed to Mayweather Promotions. His contract ran out,
yeah,
and that's fine.
Still
But as I always say, contracts don't define relationships.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is far more than just a former world champion. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest defensive fighters in boxing history and one of the smartest businessmen the sport has ever seen. Raised in Grand Rapids, Michigan, he entered the professional ranks in 1996 and built a career most athletes can only dream about. Famous for his lightning speed, ring IQ, and unmatched defensive skills, he walked away with an unblemished 50-0 record. Yet what truly separated him from others was his genius for turning fame into fortune through strategic promotion deals under Mayweather Promotions and massive events against Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor. He generated well over $1 billion in earnings. He proudly embraced the nickname Money Mayweather, transforming it into a worldwide brand. From private jets to diamond-covered watches and extravagant shopping sprees, Floyd projected the image of limitless wealth and power, but history shows that behind extraordinary riches there can sometimes be unseen challenges lurking beneath the shine.
Mayweather, the highest paid athlete, not the highest paid boxer, the highest paid athlete in the world. I had the opportunity and pleasure to be around him for many years. I was his personal shopper. I was a personal friend of his family. One of my greatest memories of being just lucky enough to even be around that environment was watching him train. Watching Floyd Mayweather train is a masterclass in discipline. It is a masterclass in work ethic. It is a masterclass in this is how you execute and get stuff done. Every rep, he hits it hard. There's not one lazy rep. He does everything at such a high frequency, so elevated. I'm like, goodness gracious, watching this man train, it's like, that's how I want to train for life. I've been to the club with Floyd where we leave in the club 3, 4 in the morning and he's still going to hit his 6 miles. He'll have all the cars follow him and he's running down the Las Vegas Strip, down back streets.
How much is it?
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high.
Ooh.
18 life.
That happy birthday, champ.
That's how we doing.
That is sick, dude.
Wow. You gotta show him what he's saying.
Money green.
Hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. One of one piece.
One of one.
Money team.
Can we see it on him?
Yes, sir.
That one of one.
$1.8 million.
Mayweather Promotions, created by Floyd Mayweather Jr., rapidly became a powerhouse in professional boxing built on Floyd dominance in the ring and worldwide recognition. The company developed a reputation for securing massive paydays and giving fighters major opportunities. Leonard Ellerbe served as CEO and was a key figure in steering the organization toward unprecedented success during his time. The promotion delivered some of the most profitable events the sport has ever witnessed. The 2015 Showdown between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao broke pay-per-view records and generated more than $600 million in revenue. Then in 2017, the crossover clash between Mayweather and UFC superstar Conor McGregor pushed the brand even further, drawing over 4 million pay-per-view buys. These blockbuster spectacles produced enormous profits while capturing global headlines, cementing the Mayweather name as a symbol of scale, ambition, and financial dominance.
17-0 in 12-round fights.
Like he tried to get Pacquiao out of here.
Exactly. Entered the ring. He didn't get off to his fastest start. Gets him into the corner.
Less using the jab as a not more than a rangefinder because it landed against the ropes. He wheels off those.
With a sense in his mind that he wants to do, he can do.
Mayweather, because they felt that he was the obstacle to getting the fight made.
He couldn't fight as he did against Margarito, much slower.
He came in not really as up on point like Floyd was, and he got a way different outcome.
Without the tactical ammunition to open up. And in Grand Rapids, Las Vegas.
Leonard Ellerbe time as CEO of Mayweather Promotions was marked by calculated decision-making, bold strategy, and an instinctive grasp of the boxing business. During his leadership, the company did more than generate revenue. It helped shape the next wave of elite talent. One of the clearest examples of that impact was Gervonta "Tank" Davis, brought in and developed under the Mayweather and Ellerbe structure. Davis transformed from a rising prospect into a global pay-per-view draw. His explosive knockouts, electric presence, and undefeated run elevated him into mainstream stardom, and much of that rise was attributed to Ellerbe's direct involvement and promotional strategy.
The one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. You know? I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
When Leonard Ellerbe officially parted ways with Mayweather Promotions, the decision echoed across the boxing landscape. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, who had already hinted at dissatisfaction with his career path, did not stay quiet. Through interviews and social media, he expressed that he felt overlooked and steered in the wrong direction during his time with the company. He implied that in the later stages the focus shifted more toward image and business positioning rather than prioritizing his growth as a fighter. The separation exposed cracks within what once seemed like an unshakable Mayweather Promotions unit, proving that even the strongest alliances in boxing can experience serious tension behind closed doors.
Hi there and welcome to Jam's Boxing Chat. This is just a quick one that the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerbe, has left his role with immediate effect. He's been replaced by Richard Schaefer. God knows what's going on in the Mayweather camp, but I'm sure we'll find out soon.
Amid the swirling accusations of massive financial misconduct, new reports are now suggesting that Floyd Mayweather could be facing bankruptcy, a claim that pours gasoline on an already raging controversy. What once sounded like gossip is now being repeated by voices inside the combat sports community. One of the most striking statements came from former UFC fighter turned analyst Chael Sonnen, who is known for speaking bluntly. Without hesitation, Sonnen stunned many when he questioned the true financial success of the heavily promoted Mayweather vs. Conor McGregor spectacle, long celebrated as one of the richest events in sports history. He implied that the numbers presented to the public may not tell the full story, suggesting the event relied heavily on illusion. According to Sonnen, some of the supposedly sold-out arena seats were filled to create the appearance of overwhelming demand. As someone who says he attended and analyzed the event firsthand, Sonnen openly challenged what he described as the polished image crafted by Mayweather public relations machine.
I mean, it's such two big draws. They promote it so well.
All anybody's talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring
It's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody would.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems
peculiar.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do.
Many believe the unraveling of Floyd Mayweather world began when Leonard Ellerbe, his longtime confidant, strategist, and former CEO of Mayweather Promotions, stepped down. Ellerbe was more than a partner. He was the mastermind behind countless lucrative decisions outside the ring. For years, He negotiated major deals, managed high-profile events, and protected the powerful money brand image his leadership allowed Floyd to concentrate on fighting while maximizing every revenue stream attached to his name. When Ellerbe exited, it was not simply a professional separation, it signaled the beginning of instability within the empire they built together. They had operated like a well-tuned machine, but without Ellerbe's strategic insight and deep industry connections, visible cracks started forming. Events no longer carried the same momentum. Emerging fighters began creating distance from the brand, and quiet discussions about financial missteps gained traction behind the scenes. Insiders suggested Floyd found it difficult to manage responsibilities that Ellerbe once handled seamlessly without a trusted advisor at his side. The direction of the Mayweather empire appeared to grow uncertain.
So how do I say goodbye? Someone who's been with me.
Talk inside boxing circles started as quiet chatter, but soon turned into loud speculation as rumors of turmoil within Mayweather Promotions spread rapidly. Behind the flashy lifestyle and public success, insiders suggested that Leonard Ellerbe may not have left on his own terms, but was pushed out discreetly. Although no formal announcement confirmed the claim, the lack of a clear explanation only intensified curiosity. Floyd Mayweather, known for his outspoken personality and firm grip on public narratives, chose to stay silent, and that silence spoke volumes across the industry. Many questioned why a figure so accustomed to addressing controversy suddenly had nothing to say.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was real. That's what I was told at the time.
When Leonard Ellerbe stepped down as CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Richard Schaefer was brought in to take the reins thanks to his extensive experience with high-profile fights, including the iconic showdown between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Oscar de la Hoya. While Schaefer had the credentials to lead, Ellerbe had been far more than just a CEO. He was Floyd's trusted partner and the driving force behind much of the company's success. His departure coincided with escalating tension between Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, who had begun openly criticizing both the promotion and Floyd himself on multiple platforms. Insiders suggest that Davis' rising influence may have forced Ellerbe into a difficult position, caught between loyalty to his longtime friend and the career of a rising star. This internal friction, combined with the leadership change, played a major role in destabilizing what was once one of boxing's most powerful promotional teams.
He owes a bunch of gambling debts. Floyd, okay? And he tried to plant fake news out here saying that he was in downtown LA giving out money, and then he was at the, what do you call it, the basketball game. This is Floyd in Dubai. Yeah, Because there's a lot of people out here that think just because people are flashing money means that they have money. It's so backwards. You just don't understand how backwards it is, okay? Because when you earn it, you, like I said, you don't want nobody to know you got it. But here's the thing, if Floyd had money, don't you think the money would have already been transferred there? If Floyd had money, don't you think the money would have already been transferred there?
Floyd Mayweather's clashes with Gervonta Davis weren't limited to the ring. Their tension spilled into the public eye, with Mayweather openly frustrated over Davis's attitude and commitment. At one point, Davis even called Floyd a name on social media before quickly deleting it. Throughout all this, Leonard Ellerbe stayed firmly behind the young fighter, believing in his talent and seeing him as the future face of boxing. But while Floyd's persona as Money Mayweather dazzled the world with private jets, luxury watches, and Instagram flexes, trouble was quietly brewing behind the scenes. Reports revealed that he faced serious legal issues over unpaid taxes, a shocking reality for someone who had long boasted about being the highest paid athlete in the world. In a scramble to avoid jail, he reportedly borrowed $2 million just to cover part of his IRS debt. At its peak, Mayweather's outstanding tax obligations reportedly reached $22.2 million, exposing a side of his finances few had seen. For a man who flaunted piles of cash and diamond-studded jewelry, this kind of debt raised serious questions. It suggested that his spending may have far outpaced his earnings, or that financial planning had been dangerously neglected. The image of an untouchable empire and the Money Mayweather brand now appeared less ironclad, hinting that the lavish lifestyle might have been more about perception than reality.
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for
now. Floyd Mayweather faces what could be the most damaging chapter of his career, with multiple scam allegations threatening to dismantle the remnants of his once untouchable empire. At the heart of the storm is a reported $42 million real estate scheme that has shocked both boxing and business circles. Allegedly, Floyd was tied to a fraudulent investment venture where wealthy backers were promised huge returns on luxury properties that either never existed or failed to deliver. Investors claim they were shown falsified documents, doctored financial projections, and even fake blueprints, all designed to appear legitimate. Floyd's high-profile name and brand reportedly drew in these investors, many of whom now feel deeply betrayed. The controversy deepened when Mayweather posted Instagram photos enjoying Dubai at the same time he had supposedly donated to homeless shelters in Los Angeles. The conflicting timelines raised suspicions that the gestures might have been staged to repair his image amid financial scandals. The situation grew even darker when Gervonta Davis, once a protege of Floyd, claimed that Mayweather wasn't freely traveling as portrayed, but was allegedly held in Dubai over unpaid debts tied to luxury jewelry and purchases. Davis's shocking statement sent waves through the boxing world, fueling doubts about Floyd's financial stability and credibility. What began as whispers of trouble has now escalated into a full-blown public scandal.
This comes amid, rumors of Floyd Mayweather being stuck in Dubai because he owes people money. And, these are coming from trustworthy sources: Gervonta Davis, Floyd Mayweather, people who know about Floyd Mayweather's inner life. But back to TMZ. So they reported Floyd Mayweather was courtside for last night's pivotal Clippers versus Mavericks game. But before money got to the arena, he was handing it out, blessing 3 homeless men with $30K. Now, there are no pictures, there is no video of this happening, but there is an official TMZ article, and TMZ usually gets it right. TMZ also said, "We're told Mayweather began talking to the guys and decided he wanted to help, so he busted out his backpack and blessed each guy with 10 racks. I don't want to show my face, but Floyd just gave us 30,000, Reynolds, one of the men, said after receiving the gift."
Leonard Ellerbe was a key figure in building Mayweather Promotions into a dominant force in boxing. As CEO, he not only promoted some of the most memorable fights in history, including the record-breaking Mayweather vs. Pacquiao showdown, but also played a crucial role in shaping fighters like Gervonta Davis. Under Ellerbe's guidance, Davis transformed from a rising prospect into a pay-per-view superstar, cementing his status as one of the sport's brightest talents. Ellerbe's sharp business sense and deep understanding of the industry helped Mayweather Promotions maintain its supremacy for years. When Ellerbe chose to step down, the company publicly thanked him for his extraordinary contributions, noting his decision was motivated by a desire to spend more time with family. Yet, in a revealing interview, Ellerbe shared concerns about Floyd Mayweather's legacy. He warned that despite Floyd's already legendary career, missteps or unforeseen events could seriously damage the reputation he had worked so hard to create. Ellerbe stressed that without strong leadership and careful direction, Mayweather risked becoming the subject of ridicule, potentially tarnishing his place in boxing history forever.
Oscar De La Hoya and Canelo going back and forth. I know you kind of told Oscar off yourself in the last press conference you was in with him.
I don't really, I was obviously here. Oscar is just being Oscar. But Canelo has a lot of knowledge and a lot of information. I do know that. And Pandora's box is probably opened up.
Right.
It's probably anything goes now.
Right. Yeah, I was reading the translation of what he said. I was like, oh, he said all of that. I was shocked.
Yeah.
So my final question to you is, I was talking to some other people in the media. Who do you think will win in their prime at maybe middleweight? Canelo versus Oscar De La Hoya?
A lot of people have asked me that. I'm not a fan of the mythical matchups.
Yeah.
What do you think about the shocking allegations surrounding Floyd?
What's your take on these explosive allegations against Floyd Mayweather? Do you think there's truth behind the rumors, or is it just another media frenzy? Share your thoughts in the comments below.